Howdy folks, AJ coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and it is the launch day for H1Z1. The zombie survival game by Sony Online Entertainment, the makers, of course, of EverQuest, EverQuest 2, DC Universe Online, PlanetSide 2, you know, that whole thing. So it's basically their version of DayZ, Left 4 Dead, you know, zombie survival. So it has been in their development phase for quite a while, and they have been very open about their process. They've done videos constantly and streaming and everything else to show you the process and show you how things are going and all that. And they had been promising early access on Steam, for a while. And so we all knew that it was coming. They announced the date, today. They announced that this would be the day, and they made that announcement quite a while ago. And so everybody's been eagerly awaiting, so much so that, of course, if you go to Steam right now, you will see that it is the #1 top-selling game currently on Steam right now. Which means they are collecting lots of dollars from people. And you can probably see where I'm going with this. I'm having trouble finding the right words because this isn't a rant video. I don't know how to even categorize this. It's actually comical at this point because we continue to see and we continue to tolerate these absolutely abhorrent launches of games. Now, they're going to use the disclaimer that is on Steam and for every early access game that says this is an early access game and you understand that there's going to be bugs, there's going to be glitches, blah, 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 blah. And so that's basically their get out of jail free card. They're basically saying, well, it's an early access game. You have to expect that, blah, blah, And, okay. But the problem is that I see it is, and maybe it is the ultimate in caveat emptor, Latin for let the buyer beware, because we keep on funding these game companies to have failed launches. World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor, it had a horrible launch because it had there was a DDoS attack and everything else, but there was also evidence of other problems unrelated to the DDoS attack. So, and I'm going to put up a little screen capture that I did here of John Smedley, who is the president of SOE, of Sony Online Entertainment. And Smedley has been very involved in this whole process with H1Z1. He tweets all the time, and he's done streams, and he's done videos, behind the scene videos, and all these things. And he's been very open about the whole process, which I applaud. I hate the cloak and dagger behind, NDA, behind, closed doors, don't let anything out, I prefer it to be an open forum type of a deal. I think it's better for the game. It gets the word out better. But anyway, so he has been very vocal throughout the process. And so I did this screen capture I'm going to show right here. And this shows that Mr. Smedley is saying that the servers were, being bombarded. And what that says is they've sold a lot of copies of the game under their early access. They brought in a lot of dollars. And SOE is part of Sony, which also owns PlayStation Network. I mean, Sony, they're a huge company. They could afford to put on as many servers as they need to, just like Blizzard can, of course. And so his tweet saying, "Oh, the server's getting hammered." Well, no shit. You didn't think that they were going to get hammered? By this point, how many 18,000 times we've gone through this with different games, and every time, oh, the servers got overwhelmed. God damn it! Seriously? You didn't see it coming? I mean, to me, that's just a piss poor excuse. I'm sorry. At this point, I mean, somebody out there has got to have the balls at one point, somewhere along the line, to say, hey, my network guys, whoever, what do you expect the traffic to be on launch day? Give me your worst case scenario. What do you think the maximum traffic we're going to have is? Okay, thank you. Thank you for that round number. I want you to double the capacity of what you just said. Double it. Have the balls to do that. Have your guys come in there and give you the worst case scenario, and then you tell them to double the capacity. It's not that hard. And if you think that's not enough, you think there's even a possibility, tell them to triple the capacity. Somebody somewhere along the line is going to do that eventually. And there's going to be a smooth launch where they're going to show a graph and it's going to show how much traffic there was, and it went. But they never lost service. They never shut down the servers because they were proactive. And they said, God damn it, no matter how else this goes, no matter how the reviews are, no matter what, we are not going to get accused of having a launch where we were unprepared. I want to live long enough to see that happen one time. So, anyway, that'll do it for this video. I guess it ended up being a rant video. It wasn't supposed to be that way. It wasn't supposed to go down that road. I was laughing about it because there was no way they're getting my money. And yes, I know it's an early access game, and yes, you got to expect bugs, and I get it. Okay. But these people, they're laughing at you guys. If you look at the reviews, every single one of them on Steam is saying, what are they saying? They're saying greatest login simulator of 2015. They're calling it the greatest login simulator because they just stare at the login screen. And then they finally get in and they get an error. And they get kicked out. So, and yes, I know, it's early access, so you get your little get out of jail free card, but that doesn't mean that you're giving anybody their money back. You're still keeping their $20 per head, and some of them you're collecting 40 because they got this whatever special edition bullshit thing it is where you get airdrops and, that kind of shit, in game stuff, and they're putting out, people are putting out $40. So, don't know how much money you guys made today, but I'd like to see how much money you guys made, and I want to see how much the average playtime that the person that people got today. I'd just be interested to see that. So, yeah, I guess this early access thing is just until until we stop supporting it. Until we say, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. Until a game comes out, a AAA title that comes out early access like this, and we do not see it on the top selling list, it doesn't show up, that's a message to them to say, we're not giving you any money till we know the damn thing's going to work. Till we know we can at least log on. We're not saying we don't expect bugs in the game. We don't expect that, that we're going to be going along and we see a cabin and the cabin, half of it disappears. That's a bug. But at least we're in the game playing it. At least we're experiencing it. At least we can put a bug report in and go, hey, I just saw half a cabin disappear here. Bug reported. Da-da-da. And then I go on down my merry way and I go kill some zombies or whatever. And then, oh, yeah, the zombies are disappearing too. Bug report. But I'm playing the game. At least I'm playing. I paid $20. I get to play. I find some bugs. I put in a bug report. That's how the experience is supposed to go. But they got to be able to get on, and then they got to be able, once they get on, they finally get logged in, not get kicked out for a random error. That's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Catch you on the flip side.